What's up YouTube, Tenton here, and today we will be discussing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And while we discuss it, I'll be looking over the new website Nintendo put out for the game. What are my thoughts on the trailer? And everything they showed at E3. One, I called it. I freaking called it. You look at my old Smash Ballot video, I called this. I called it. I said everyone should come back, and that's what happened, so I got what I wanted. That is sick. I never thought he'd do it, though. I never thought Sakurai would do it. But, man, I'm just lost for words. Now, my opinions on the new characters, Daisy, I never had any real, how do I word this? I would never have wanted her in Smash, but the fact she's here doesn't bother me. I kind of like that she's here. I mean, I kind of like Daisy more than Peach because of her personality, and the fact she has Blue Toad makes me very happy, because if you guys know me, and you know me and my friend DP Man on his channel, we did a playthrough of Super Mario 3D World, and I played as Blue Toad throughout the entire thing, and that was a lot of fun. So, being able to use Blue Toad in Smash, that makes me happy. I appreciate that. Love Link and Zelda's new designs. Like, I hate Twilight Princess Zelda. It's like, in my opinion, she's the worst Zelda. At least they're the ones I've seen. And I really like the Zelda design, honestly. I think it's a huge improvement. Out of all the Zeldas we've gotten over the years, this is definitely my favorite version of Zelda. Link's new design, love Breath of the Wild, no problems there. I don't necessarily like his new Final Smash as much as his old one, but I mean, it's cool, whatever. The remotely detonated bombs, though, that will be interesting to see. Oh, the Ice Climbers. Welcome back, you two fricks. Please don't chain grab me into the ground. Beat you. Little beat you. You're still gonna be bad. You're still probably gonna be the worst character in the game, but I'm glad you're here, little buddy. I'm glad you're here. I'm also really glad Young Link's here, because I've always wanted to really try him out, but I never really liked Melee that much. I mean, I like Melee, but I was never good at it, and I hate wave dashing, so I'm kind of glad they're adding wave dashing back in, but not making it as stupid as it was in Melee. Because I think that stuff can be extraordinarily broken. I mean, I don't know, before someone, tries to crucify me, I don't hate Melee. I think Melee is a good game. It's not the best Smash game, no far from it. It's easily the second worst. I still think Brawl is better than Melee. But it's definitely good. It's definitely better than the 64 version. Ganondorf. When I saw Ganon, first thing I thought was, oh, Ganon looks amazing. Second thing I thought is, oh my goodness, Sakurai listens. He gave Ganon a sword. He gave Ganondorf a sword. He listens. He knows what the fans want, and he gives it to them. I mean, look, these two, Mewtwo and him, are living proof he listens. Also, really glad that Marth's fully voiced in English now. Never really liked Japanese. I don't really like the Japanese voice for him. I prefer his English voice. I believe it's the same voice actor as Pit. Also, it's really interesting to see all these numbers to see when they were programmed into the game. Interesting to see that Mr. Game & Watch was the last character added to Melee, and Sakurai's two boys, Meta Knight and Pit, were the first two added into this version. I really like looking at the development numbers, just kind of see when characters were added in. See, Snake here, he was added in really early, but Sonic was kind of late into development. Wolf was the last character in Brawl, and the Duck Hunt Dog is the last character in Smash 4. Well, I mean, besides DLC, of course. Let's see, is there anyone else I didn't really talk about? Glad Snake's back. Love that I can play as both Ikes now. I really appreciate that. I also really like that Ness and Lucas's Final Smash now has the characters in their game that can actually use PK Starstorm. Because in both games, Ness and Lucas cannot use PK Starstorm. Makes sense. King Deity's Final Smash is straight fire, and I'm now going to play him a lot more just for the Final Smash. My boy Toon Link's back. Though I noticed they changed one of his moves. He now does an overhand thing with one of his swords. I'm not sure how I feel like that. Not sure how I feel about that. I would prefer if Toon Link remained remotely the same, but I guess small changes happen. I also noticed they changed Kirby's dash to the fire thing again from Melee. Don't like that. I would prefer to say the feet, but Toon Link and Kirby, Ike, and what's the last character? My mains, Toon Link, Kirby, and Ike were generally my three mains. There are a few more that I like to play a lot, but generally speaking, those three were like the big three for the longest time. I mean, Robin's there too. I don't really know how I feel about them changing up some of their mechanics, but I mean, it's fine, whatever. Let's see, Shulk and Palutena both got a buff. I really appreciate that because they both needed it bad. Let's see, like Lovely fits new face. Let's see, I don't think they changed anything about Greninja. They didn't mention like Bowser Jr. either. Pac-Man's new Final Smash looks cool. Let's see. I like that you can see Robin, like this thing with Robin's sword now. That's kind of nice. Like all the little spice of life kinds of changes. Nothing too major, but still good. You better nerf these two into the ground, Sakurai. Nerf them into the ground. Also, Ryu's thing's kind of cool. I mean, I kind of liked it just for the fact it's kind of more realistic compared to Street. Oh, no, not more realistic, more relatable to his actual games, where in Street Fighter he's always facing his opponents in a single 1v1 fight. I think that's really good, and for Street Fighter characters, no, enough characters, I'm terrible. Street Fighter players coming over to play Smash, Ryu will play more similarly to how he does in Street Fighter, so that's really cool. And of course, Inkling and Ridley, love them both. Really excited to play both of them. Ridley needs, but before we go any further, Sakurai, if you ever see this video, nerf him now. One of Ridley's attacks does 60 damage. No, even if the damage is boosted, no, 30, 40 at best, 60, no. I don't care if it's a sweet spot. Just no. Just none of that. Shame on you. We do not accept that. Anyway, now that my rant about Ridley is over, I wanted to point this out. There are 2 slots right here. So when I see these 2 slots right here, it immediately tells me the roster will at least be 2 more fighters. So we're at least getting 70 playable characters. Because I do count the Echo Fighters. One thing I really liked about him branding it as Echo Fighter over Clone was I like the logic behind it. A clone is an exact copy. An echo is similar to the original sound, but as it moves, it's slightly different. That's a really clever name theme when you really think about it. I really did enjoy that. Overall, how many characters do I think will be in the game? Well, after doing a little digging through the website, after of course I need to look at everything, but I've heard a little something. Knuckles is an assist trophy. I noticed that I watched the Invitational, and I've seen screenshots. Knuckles is an assist trophy. I did do a little digging before I started the video. Let's see, I think I looked at a few of these before I started. I hope I didn't say I didn't do that in the beginning, because then that's just a blatant lie, and I'm a bad person. But I did look, let's see, I think I looked at Kirby, I looked at Pikachu, I looked at Daisy, and I did look at, Mewtwo and Sonic, I believe. Sonic, I noticed that Knuckles is an assist trophy now. So, here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Shadow's gonna be an Echo Fighter. I am betting you money now. I bet all of you guys in Amazon, nah, I'm not betting you nothing. But I bet I can bet money that Shadow will be an Echo Fighter. It makes too much sense. They replaced him for a reason. Shadow can be an Echo Fighter for Sonic. It would make so much sense. And people that love Shadow, hey, he's playable. Other Echo Fighters we could do, maybe some random Fire Emblem characters based off Marth and Ike. I could see them doing Alm and Celica. That'd be an easy pick. Though he probably won't do characters that already have one. Let's see. Miss Pac-Man? I can see Miss Pac-Man working. Let's see. Who else? There's not that many characters that come to mind, honestly, when I think of an Echo Fighter. I can't really think of anyone else, honestly. I mean, I'm sure there are some that I'm just not thinking of. Hey, Sakura, you want to add Raichu into the game? He puts Waluigi as an assist trophy, but in reality, he puts Waluigi in the game and he's just a Luigi clone. Ooh, how about Dry Bowser? That could work really well, honestly. Dry Bowser. I'd really like that concept as an Echo Fighter. That could work. Let's see, who else? There's not really that many people that could really echo. I mean, Funky Kong. They could do Funky Kong. Ooh, Dark Samus could also be an Echo Fighter for Samus. Birdo for Yoshi? That could work. There's options. There's a lot of options they could do here. Once I actually start thinking about it, there are options. Let's see. They really don't. I don't think Zero Suit or any of these guys could really be transferred to anything. Ooh, Dixie could be an echo of Diddy. That could work. They could actually make Alf just an echo of Olimar. So I can't really see these three be echoing anyone. No. I don't think they could echo really anyone else here. I mean, unless they want to just add like another Fire Emblem mage for Robin, but I don't think that would work. Shulk Bowser Jr. and Duck Hunt, nah. And no one else here would really work as echoes, but there are a few echo options. I can see them doing that. As for newcomers, well, Sakurai is listening, and if the Smash ballot tells us anything, I'm betting hard money that King K. Rool will be playable. Him or Dixie. But I predict Dixie to be an echo fighter over her own character, because I don't think she has that much going for her. Like, in terms of a unique moveset compared to Diddy. But she definitely has stuff like her hair. Like, she definitely has a different, like, up B and stuff. Maybe a few different moves. That could probably make her own character. I mean, for her Smile Smash, we just maybe, I don't know, just call in Donkey Kong. Maybe just make it the DK rap. Just make it the DK rap. Like, just a super fast DK rap. Like, they would just, like, scream on musical instruments. It just sounds like a sound wave at their opponent or something. That could work. I'd also can see Shovel Knight or Shantae. Like, if we're gonna do an indie character, it would be those two. I could definitely see them, though I think they're less likely, especially since there's not that many characters being added. And I could see this. There's nothing more Nintendo characters that deserve it over those two. I could also see Crash and Spyro. I could definitely see it, because there is the leak that the Spyro is coming to the Switch and Crash is going to be on it. I could definitely see the Bandicoot and the Dragon being added, though. I don't think they're that likely. Of course, I love Spyro. You guys know this, so I absolutely want him in this game. But I know he's not likely. I know he's not. But a man could dream. Let's see. Who else could they add? No, I'm thinking about it. Well, all the old characters back there's not that many. I definitely don't think we're getting any Pokemon newcomers. I think that's a fact. We're definitely not getting any Pokemon. Because while they could do Incineroar, or maybe like they could do Superior too if they wanted to. The Sceptile also works. They're Pokemon they could do, but with the old characters returning, we have 9 Pokemon. On the select screen, we only have 7 characters, but we will have 9 Pokemon in total. And since we count, Charizard is 3 Charizard, Ivysaur, and Squirtle is 3 separate characters. We will have 9 Pokemon. We don't need more. We have covered it fine. We're good. We don't need more. If they want to do second characters from like some of the third party franchises, obviously Knuckles clearly isn't gonna be playable. I mean, they could do Tails. I would not be against adding Tails into the game. That'd be cool. Though I doubt the fact that they would do it. I just don't feel like Tails is that needed. Maybe Decidueye. Like if I know we just said that we're not gonna give any Pokemon, but if we're getting a Pokemon, I feel Decidueye would be the one. Maybe a new Arms fighter. I could see that. Maybe one of the guys from Arms. Like, I'm completely fine if Springman gets in this game. I mean, Arms did sell decently well. Let's see, who else? I wouldn't mind seeing Captain Toad. I think he'd be a cool addition. Ooh, Bandana Waddle Dee. I want him. I definitely want him. That would be sick. I don't think he's going to be in the game, but I think it would be pretty sick to have him in the game. In terms of overall predictions, I think for Echo Fighters, we'll definitely get a few. Sakurai didn't coin a term for no reason. I think we'll at least get, 3 to 5 more. 3 to 5 more Echo Fighters. That's what I'm predicting. There's going to be at least a few. Like, he didn't coin a term for no reason. Like, there's going to be a few. In terms of newcomers, there has to be more than 3. Like, at this point, we know there's at least 3. I mean, it's debatable how many there could be, but I expect at least 3. Or in total newcomers, I expect 3 to 5. Like, well, not even that's then a bit small. Of course, I would love it if we had 5 newcomers. Of course, Echoes are their own thing. At this point, we only have 3. If you count the Echoes, we have Inkling, Ridley, and Daisy. There's going to be more, clearly, because they couldn't just do that. That's just not enough, in my opinion. Like bringing all 7 of the cut characters back is cool, but come on, Sakurai, we need more than 3 newcomers, and one isn't literally just Peach. I mean, Inkling and Ridley are big. If they add in King K. Rool, that's also big. If they add in Bandana Waddle Dee, that's pretty big. And then like closing off with one more third party character like Crash or Spyro, and maybe Simon Belmont. I've heard people really want him. I'd prefer if we just didn't personally. So I could definitely see him in the game. I could definitely see it happening, though I'd prefer not to. Oh yeah, before I forget, poor Bomberman. Rip his hopes and dreams. Nope, you're not getting in Smash. Like, there's definitely more. Like they've said, there's more surprises. There's definitely at least 5 newcomers. I feel like that would be a solid number to like just to end on. Like if Sakurai's going out, I feel we need at least 5 newcomers. The Inkling and Ridley are a good start. I think there'll at least be 3 more new characters. I think there should be more. Like honestly, if I was gonna have this game have with the Echo Fighters, I mean that's fair. I'm just like debating this in my mind. 5 newcomers, maybe 5 new Echo Fighters. That's 10 characters. That plus the other 7. That's 17 characters added onto the Wii U's roster. I think that's very fair. Plus, let's be honest, there's gonna be DLC. We all know there's gonna be DLC. There's no way there's not gonna be. Like that's just way too easy. That's just way too easy to do. Like, come on, just add in like some really cool. Honestly, maybe Crash and Spyro for DLC. I could definitely see them doing that. And that's just easy money at that point. Like they're totally doing it. I'm fine with 7 more DLC fighters. I'm completely fine with that. Like they might even do more since I believe, since I think we all know that the real reason Sakurai stopped development for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U was simply for the fact that Super Smash Bros. Switch was happening, and he knew he had to get to work on that, so he stopped development on the game and ended with Bayonetta, and now here we are. Like honestly, I feel like that was the reason. And he's had 2 years. He's had 2 years. I definitely think. I mean, adding in this game was built from scratch too, so obviously it took time. But he showed off all 65 characters. Well, 68 technically. He showed off all 68 of them in detail to some extent during the live event. So all of them must be at least remotely close to being fixed or being done. And Dip is playing Don't Starve. So all of them must be remotely close to being done. That means, at least in my mind, that there's still roughly 6 months of development time. There's still plenty of time to work on these characters. Still plenty of time. So, and everyone looks pretty much finished. Like I believe like Zelda and Wolf had some janky facial animations. But besides that, honestly, I think he's pretty much done with most characters. I mean, of course, in the Invitational he says he saw a few glitches he needs to fix. But overall, I'm pretty sure he's almost done with them. And if that's the case, he definitely has time. Like, think about this. Mewtwo, Ryu, and all those other characters took around 5 months to develop. 5 to 6 months to develop. Sure, of course he has to do other things. I'm sure there's still stuff to do for all the characters. Though, I definitely think there's at least, I'm going to put my final prediction now, 5 to 8 newcomers. 5 to 8 newcomers. 3 to 5 Echo characters. So we've already seen 2 of you guys. So I'm predicting at max 6 more, at minimum 4 more. At least that's my opinion. The Echoes, I'm expecting at least 4 more Echo fighters. Like Miss Pac-Man's easy. Like Funky Kong's easy. Like another Link if you want to. Dark Samus, Birdo. There's plenty of options here. Maybe another F-Zero character for Captain Falcon, since Ganon is no longer a clone of his. Like, there's plenty of options here to work with. I definitely expect a few Echoes, because he did not coin a term for no reason. Anyway, guys, what do you think? You guys excited for the new game? Who do you guys want in the roster? Of course, you know what I want. I definitely want King K. Rool. I'd love to have Shovel Knight and Shantae if we can. Bandana Waddle Dee will be a blessing. Ooh, Isaac from Golden Sun. That would be cool. Honestly, a Golden Sun character kind of deserves to be in Smash at this point. That would be sick. Maybe some more representation for smaller franchises. Like, I would definitely imagine Doc Lewis. Imagine him being playable. That would be sick. Let's see. I definitely think he'll do like I can honestly just see 3 Echo Fighters for just Alm, like Alm and the other guys in Pikmin 3. I could totally see them doing that. Echo Fighter for Shadow easily. I've seen them doing that. Maybe Zora if they wanted. Maybe Zora. Oh no, Zoroark. Zoroark. Or maybe like one of those out of Lucario and they just change a lot of moves. They could definitely do that. There's options. There's a lot of options here. Anyway, guys, who do you guys want in the game? Leave it down below. This has been 10 Ton. Peace.